So I don't think every record I do with people is like I'm battling them. You definitely want to go off and make sure you represent properly. Represent yourself, because that helps the record become bigger.
Shady Records.
Now I need the scratch to give me air.
Wait.
Nas was just like, let's just thumb through records, and if we feel a vibe, most artists I work with, they'll just let me do my thing. He was like, can we just play records and just find stuff? He said that's how Large used to do it. I was like, cool.
I'm gonna tell the truth here. This video originally started out as, is Kendrick Lamar the greatest rapper ever? Has Kendrick Lamar surpassed Jay-Z as being the greatest rapper of all time? And I went through and I looked at my list. In my phone, I have a list in order of the top 50 rappers of all time, in my opinion, as a 40-year-old man. And while I was looking at it, I currently have Kendrick Lamar at number 3. I have Jay-Z at number 1. Smack dab at number 2 is Nas. And I started to think about what he has done and what his career has looked like. And I feel like he deserves his flowers. Like, if we really look back at what he has done throughout his career and how long his career has been and the peaks of his career and the level of consistency that he has always delivered when it comes to his albums, he deserves his flowers. Like, dropping 6 albums since 2020 with the King's Disease and Magic trilogy, and people will argue at least one album out of both of those series is a classic album. Like, he deserves to be in the question of, should he be number 1 all time over Jay-Z? Now, I don't want to do, I actually am going to do a video about who actually is the greatest rapper of all time between Jay-Z, Nas, and Kendrick Lamar. We're going to talk about the latest Nas album, fully produced by DJ Premier, Light Years. Now, say what you want. Nas, at the age of 52, still sharp as ever. DJ Premier, at the age of 59, still got it. Like, and it's not even he still got it for someone his age. He's still a good rapper for his age. He's still a good producer for his age. They're just legitimately great at what they're doing, period. Rap is no longer a young man's game. The older the genre of rap gets, the higher level rapping we get from our older rappers. When it comes to high level rapping, storytelling, doing songs from different perspectives. Like, there's a song on this album where Nas is rapping as himself currently and his younger self from earlier in his career. Not a lot of rappers have that ability to make that sound work. And if I'm being honest, I've obviously been a fan of Nas for a very long time. I've always been a fan of DJ Premier and what he does and his importance in the culture. But for some reason, I was unaware that this album had been talked about for almost 20 years. Like, this was something that was announced that they were going to do 2 decades ago, and it's just now coming out. I don't know how I missed that. Now, this album, Light Years, it is classic New York boom bap, but it doesn't sound super dated. It doesn't sound like it's straight out of 1991. And when you've been in the rap game for someone as long as Nas and DJ Premier have been in it, you have to kind of lean on a little bit of nostalgia. Like when you're doing a New York State of Mind Part 3, a third childhood song, having AZ as the only feature on this album. Like, that's just pulling off of nostalgia and lived experience, which happens when you've lived and done this for so long. When it comes to tapping into nostalgia, sampling artists like the Beastie Boys, De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest, Eric B. and Rakim, NWA, Wu-Tang, Illmatic, LL Cool J, Biggie, Busta Rhymes, and a lot more. Like, those are old school, historic sounds, rappers, styles in hip hop. On the tracks where DJ Premier is scratching, I'm listening to that and I'm listening to him do that, he's been doing this obviously for a very, very long time. But listening to it on this album makes me realize that scratching over a record, it's kind of a lost art. It's not something that's really done that much on songs. Like, it's done in clubs and at parties and things of that nature, but like rapping and then having a DJ do his thing, you know, that's just history. That's a lost art. And I think they need to kind of bring it back. And it's also a beautiful thing to hear Nas do a song on this album after his son, after doing a song for his daughter on Life is Good. It's just like a nice little full circle moment that, you know, it goes back to the beginning of rap no longer being a young person's game, where you kind of have more lived experiences. You're a little bit older, you're a little bit mature, you've had things happen, and you can have full circle moments like this. And that comes with lived experience. And if you've been following this channel for a while, you know that whenever I kind of listen to rap music or critique rap albums, I always look for the female voice perspective on songs. Now, that wasn't on this album, but Nas went through and made sure to give every female rapper their due and their flowers. And not just the rappers, the producers, the executives. The amount of contribution that Black women have given to rap and hip hop culture sadly goes unnoticed. And for an all-time great like Nas to shine a light on that, very important. Very, very important. And I'm glad that he did that. I'm glad someone is doing that. And it needed to be said. At the end of the day, Nas, DJ Premier, consistent, high level, quality hip hop.
Thanks for watching, babe. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel.
You made it this far. If you have not liked the video at this point, what are you waiting for? Just like the video. Hit the like button right now. I'm talking to you. Make sure you like the video and subscribe and drop a comment. All that stuff. This is a threat. Not a threat, a warning. But it could be a threat. Just do it.